Pisces, kia ora koutou katoa, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching these videos that I put out. And I just want to also say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. And those of you who are going to subscribe to my channel, I invite you to do that now or at the end of the video. Where am I going? So this is, for you Pisces. So I was actually going to do August coming up, but I've had a call from Spirit to do, not so much with a sense of urgency, but just with, I feel like there's, with a clarification of what might be going on for you, for some of you that are not, or trying to figure out what is going on, and just give you a bit of an update or a heads up or clarification basically. So I don't know, whatever is happening, but if you can resonate with this, the messages that are coming through for today, for the next couple of weeks actually. And I feel like the reason why they'd like getting me to do these ones not for August like I initially intended, for August 2021, but is because we've got this full moon coming up on Saturday the 24th of July 2021. So there is something about something moving and moving. So they're just wanting to, I guess, assist you in some way or form with that. So with some information. Anyway, so this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, whichever you're following at the moment, or in the sense of what sign, I was going to say Venus, so some of you it may be Venus, there may be something going on in your love life and that, but whatever it is that's where Pisces fits in with you in your astrological chart. So the other thing I just want to remind everybody is that these reads are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, that's wonderful. If they don't, just leave it. Don't try and make it fit. Okay, so it may make more sense to you, in a week or two or a couple of days, or something like that. So, and just let it unfold, unfold naturally or organically. I feel like a lot of, oh gosh, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of stuff happening here. So, but we're just going to go with this. We're just going to go, there's something about, they're moving quite fluidly. So there may have been a lot of stops and starts lately, just through, it's some of, let's just say this is not about not looking at it negatively. This is just about like, or in a way that there's something wrong. It's just that sometimes we need to take a little bit of a, a break. I'm hearing for some of the word, for some of you it may be, or just like a pause. It's a stopping and pausing to smell the roses basically, and or there may be something that you may be missing with whatever it is that you're processing or going through, is why as to why you are being like feeling that some of you may be feeling like you've been held up, and and for a reason, and that's why, because that's why they're holding it, was because there could be that there is some more information, or there are some more things that are coming to the front, actually, or some more information that you haven't quite got yet, which is why you may be, some of you, depending on what is going on, you may be like, wondering what the hell is going on. So anyway, I've just asked Spirit, and those, from the highest of beings, the highest source readings, these are messages coming from, of course, from our guides and, guides and helpers that are coming through. So anyway, the first thing that's coming out is drinking more water. For a lot of you, it may be like drinking more water, or it may be, drinking more water, okay, H2O, eating more veggies and of all variety of balanced eating habits, and, equals a balanced energy. So there could be something going on where you are maybe naturally feeling like you are wanting to eat lighter, whatever that is. And if you, some of you may be resisting it, and if you're feeling like it, and I'm hearing like Spirit are just saying there's nothing wrong with you, there's just that there is this natural feeling of your body is not really wanting heavy food or certain foods in your diet because it makes you heavy. So whatever that is for you, and if you're not, and if you have made a switch in the way that you are eating food, or food is coming to you, it's like, it's just your body is wanting to, or your energy levels are just needing to be lighter. So you can have more energy and that sort of thing. So this is about, I feel like they're just saying, you know, being mindful about what you're eating and what you're putting in your body, ingesting, digesting. I'm hearing digesting is, so some of you may have something going on with your digestive system, which is requiring more fluids and vegetables or something like that, and maybe, you know, maybe less meat or whatever it is. It could be the other way around for you, whatever it is, but something, but I'm hearing, you know, there is something about looking at doing that. And so I feel like, like I say, some of this is going to be confirming something for you, and it's like, yeah, and others of you, confirming something for you in whatever way that it means to you. Others of you, I feel like it's just, you may be having that inkling to shift your diet, and you may be in this funny little acceptance mode, okay? But cool. So, and what they're saying with this, you know, the smile is, the best is yet to come. So you may be going through a funny little period where, like I say, where your digestive system is playing up a little bit, and that may be meaning that you're going to, you know, looking at this, shifting what you're eating, and it could be something to do with fasting, not forever, but just for a moment, okay, for, you know, for a short time, and it might end up being forever. And this is about fixing yourself first and foremost, and share, teach others how you did it, but keep on being it. So there is something to do with that, and there's something to do with like, you know, because sometimes the food that we eat, or what, you know, it can affect our moods as well, not just, you know, and not just how our body operates and that sort of thing, you know. And if it's not operating at a high vibrational level, or if it makes us like, you know, feel like heavy and like down or whatever it is in your energy as well as physically, we can kind of become a little bit grumpy, you could say, and a little bit tired. And so there's, or whatever it is, but there's something about going in there, and if you're processing, working within on yourself, it also helps to have that, shift the way that we're eating as well, to make our energy lighter, and, you know, and going with the flow of things. So interesting. So these messages here are from Archangel Michael, that first row. And so Spirit are just talking about, here's the Queen of Swords. This is about you speaking your truth, I hear, but standing up for yourself, but, you know, expressing yourself in some way or form. So it may be for some of you that there is something that's going on in your workplace, in your family, but also in whatever it is that you're processing with yourself, is speaking your truth to yourself and being your truth. Because she's quite, and some of you feel like you may have been a little bit hard on yourself and or others in the past, and you could be a little bit hard on yourself right now, but it's all in, you know, this is about also, you know, while you're being honest with yourself, is not like to be too cutting with yourself where you're going to depress yourself, or in that sense. So but it's more in this, you know, what Spirit is saying is just hold up a little bit, you know, on saying that. But I do feel like in it, but as well as with others, but I feel like your perspective is changing because of the decisions that you've been making and the choices that you've been making with yourself, with this, because this is, it's interesting that this has fallen under this card here. So with yourself and with others. So I feel like some of you may be feeling more as we're coming, you know, or recently with these different planets that are lining up, that you know, and the naturally people are waning away from you and you from them. So because it's not, you're not in that same vibration. So there's something going on in here with all this is kind of coming to play. But the Ten of Swords is here, and it talks about, you know, I feel like it's confirming that you are, there's something is coming to an end with a certain, you know, group of people, certain type of person. Like when I say type of person, it could be, you know, there are some people that push your buttons that are around you, that you're just not going to let them push your buttons anymore. And it's like you're seeing things from a different perspective, and you're more in your power basically, because you've made a decision, you know what, that's not my stuff. And that's not, you know, that's not who I am or what I'm about, and I'm just going to honor myself, and, you know, express myself clearly to myself and others, okay, as well. Okay, so there is like, just like it says here, there's a lot of deep inner reflection here with a spiritual journey. I feel like you've been guided somewhere or on a journey with something, and it's kind of like, in a way, kind of come out of the blue, but it's something like you're ready for, or it's been working towards this. So, and you would have probably felt guided not a long while ago, but a little while ago. But it's just naturally progressing, and I feel like there is there's some sort of inner work. But like this Archangel Michael says in this first card, it's all about fixing ourselves, or understanding ourselves is what they mean by fixing ourselves as well. At the end of the day, it's understanding who we are and building that amazing emotional connection or relationship with ourselves, but also not just emotional, but on all levels of our body, of ourselves, basically. But okay, body as well. So it's like, in the way, there's that I feel like you're starting to, a lot of you Pisces are starting to realize or figure out what that is, that balance is for you. Here's the Ace of Swords. Look, there's a sense of victory or a sense of something new coming in, with the way that you're thinking about things as well. So I feel like you may have been overthinking things, but there's a new beginning, or something has opened up your mind. Open your mind, or you're opening up your mind. But this is like, there's something that's anchoring, and I feel like you've figured something else, or you find something else out that is like, makes more sense to you, and it's making like solidifying, something that you've been thinking about, talking about to yourself and or to others. But whatever it is, it's like this. There's that sense of, I want to say, victory, and this is a sense of a truth, or a new truth coming to you, or a truth that isn't so new, but it's, in a way, it's something that's maybe bubbling in the background, but now you're more understanding that, and you're more in your truth. Because what I'm seeing is that sword is like, is anchored in that rock, like Excalibur, but you can pull that out, or you've anchored it in there, because it's like, I'm ready to like ground that, take that, but and when I'm ready to pull it out, because you're feeling like, I'm feeling like there's that sense of worthiness now, or feeling of honorable, that you can do that, for yourself and for others as well. And, gosh, this is all coming out this way. So with this Ace of Swords here, but yeah, and I feel like there's some decisions that you've been making, and there's another decision that you're going to make, in a step towards either leaving, or leaving, moving, shifting, towards a journey, or within a journey of journeys, actually, of something that moving towards. It's like you're making your mind up now. You've made your mind up now where you want to go, or where you need to go, where you've always felt you want to go, but on saying that. But there's something, towards the happiness. Okay, so there's this Nine of Cups. There's something coming to an end of a cycle. She's pregnant here, so this baby is obviously is nearly due. So, and I feel like you're starting to feel and understand you a lot more, and what is going on, especially with, energetically wise. Your intuition is probably, I would say, feeling a lot more heightened for a lot of you, wherever that is on the scale for you. It's like some of you is maybe more new to this side of things, and actually recognizing that whatever it is that you are drawn to is actually your intuition. Others are you that have been more on have been doing a lot more work on yourselves, and in this journey of on your spiritual path with this Hierophant here, there's a new phase that's coming up. So I'm hearing like rebirth, and there's a sense of rebirth, new beginnings, and and I'm not hearing like renewing, but it's even like rebirth is kind of like, I don't want to say there's something. Like, it's not, you're not redoing anything. This is like a birthing. So there's something new. And I feel like often, and it's right if you see it as rebirthing, but I feel like Spirit are just like shifting that around and saying, this is not necessarily a redoing of anything. It's like shifting that perspective, in the sense that you're giving birth to something new. Okay. Even though I did say rebirth, it's kind of like, for some of you will actually look at it like that, but I hear for a lot of you, it's like even that perspective or perception has changed. It's like, it's okay, this is about birthing or moving into something new, because this is a new beginning, not a new beginning, okay? But it's the beginning of something, the next phase of something old, basically, and you're moving on. Cool. Because here's the Six of Cups. So this is like that sense of, achievement in a way, and happiness. It's like you're moving through on something. And the Six of Cups is here is saying, yes, there's a sense of grounding within there. Even I'm just noticing that she is connecting with herself, that tree. She's feeling more grounded, in to Mother Earth, but also there's this other person that's here. So it's like there's a sense of, obviously this is you, Pisces, because we're doing this reading for you. So there's a sense of more contentedness, even like with this Nine of Cups, that actually I'm ready to move in a direction where I feel like I'm more drawn to, and you're more open to listening to your intuition. When I say listening, it's like taking action on things. So it's like, and some of you may be doing that already, but there's a different energy or a different feeling to that. But with the Six of Cups, it's definitely, I feel like there's something definitely moving again, with this. It's like there's this going, but there's something new and fantastical about it. So as you're looking at where, into the future, basically. But this is all this beautiful, look at all those beautiful fairies in there, and in this card, there's that mystical, magical feeling of something moving on into something else. And like, you don't know where you're going, but it's like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to follow it because, intuitively, and that's how much aware you are more in this relationship, or understanding who you are now. And, and also your emotional relationships with others. And, and sometimes people, we've just got to let them carry on down our path and honouring ourselves, because this is where that honouring comes from, and going on our own journey and letting them go on theirs. Not saying, I feel this is not about pushing anyone away. This is just about I feel like there is this natural progression that's happening here. And, so there may be people that you have been friends with for many years, and it's not that you don't, you don't like them anymore. There is something about where, you're just not on the same, you're not thinking or in sync in the way that maybe you were before. And maybe you're noticing that you never really were, but in many ways, or just in some ways. But, there is, and then others of you will be like very, it will be, you'll be literally walking away from something or someone. And that's pretty cool. And for some of you, it may be that you're walking towards something because it's more resonating with you. And this is when, this is what is happening. You're actually moving towards something or someone's, a group of people's or individuals, or a way of being, because you're more drawn to it. It feels more right to you, for you, as your energy expands a lot more. So, and then here, look, we have the Nine of Pentacles here. So there's some sort of success and some sort of new journey. So is something coming to you, but not only that, you're going towards it. So at the same time. So when I'm talking about success, I'm hearing not just about, the financial side, the career, but there is that there as well. So there may be something where you're moving, or you're shifting into moving from, say, a job into a business, or you're blending something, and there is something that is starting to make more sense to you. And as you're working and progressing towards an aligning to maybe where you are eventually going to like quit your job and move into this business, or career, or whatever it is. There's a change of a career or whatever it is that's coming up. Well, it's already there. I feel like a lot of you have been working on that already, but it's like, or towards that. And it may be the opposite way around, where you're in a business and you may be more going into shifting your career, working for being employment or something else, or shifting and expanding into something else. It's just like the timing. So whatever this, and I'm just hearing, because sometimes what we know we're good at, and what we think we're good at is, and that's okay. That it's like there is something sometimes we've got to move on and take our skills somewhere else, and you are good at whatever it is that you're doing. But sometimes when I say, I'm just asking them what they mean about think. So whether what you think, where you think you mean to be, which is where you are in a job or a business or, you know, a situation or experience, but it's something is moving, and it's not necessarily like where they're going before about you may be really good at something, but there is something else that you are just as good at or better. And I feel like some of you are feeling that more now, and you're allowing yourself to move into something new, even though you know you're really good at this. There's, you know, there are many things that generally most of us are really good at. So it doesn't mean to say that it has to be the only thing that we do in our lifetime. Okay, so this Nine of Pentacles is showing to me that they're saying that there's something coming into an end where you are able to, like, you're starting to more implement or put into place your exit plan or your entry plan, you know, exit/entry plan into doing something else. Moving forward, and it could be something to do for some of you is that something may be coming to an end where it's something to do with your health, and you know, or family, or whatever it is. It's or, you know, or work, career, business, whatever it is. So on saying that, but there's something about growth. Okay, there's definitely growth. I'm just looking at these ferns here, and they're just, you know, all these ferns are like reaching out, and there are like the koru in there, you know, in this fern, the spiral in there is really it's ready to like reach out, open up. So, and she's collected all the information that she needs, and it's like it's all just floating around her. Now it's time to like integrate it. Two of Pentacles. Yep, so there's a shift and a change in your energy I'm hearing with this one. So that may be needing a little bit more balance. So this is where I feel like they're going to, you know, they're talking about here about, you know, being mindful about your eating habits, your exercise habits and things like that are starting to change. So to actually help lift your energy a little bit more. Phew, it's kind of like, this is what I'm feeling. It could be like bang, 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 boom, 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 but it's like, whoa, and there's that sense of a sigh. It's like, phew, I've been through kind of like the ringer, but not, but you know what I mean? But it's been and maybe, you know, I'm seeing it and I'm feeling it as an exhilarating adventure in a way. But then we have the Two of Pentacles. It's just bringing something about balancing your energy, because as you go into this new beginning or this new phase or this new journey, it is about, you know, finding that balance. And look, I'm looking at the other two women, the older woman and and I feel like that's daughter, mother and grandmother there. So there's those aspects in that sense, like bringing through all that wisdom and that knowledge from them as you're moving through. Beautiful. And I just want to like draw a card out of this Hidden Worlds deck here just to finish off. It's very quick, these ones. I just feel like they're wanting to like have a wee chit chat with you and let you and just connect with you, and you get you connecting with yourself on a different level or on another level, and zhuzh up your energy, you could say. So some of you's you know, oh gosh, there's three here, four. Okay, so yeah, the relics of Lemuria. Okay, so there's fragments, memory returning. So there may be some things that have been happening around you where there is information that has been coming to you. I wouldn't be surprised if it is this, you know, a lot of higher vibrational energy that's around you that's helping you to shift, you know, with the way the planets are moving. So this, like I say, this Saturday, the 24th of July, 2021, there's a full moon. So really what this is gearing you up, if you're not understanding it a little bit more, is to help you to release that which does not serve you anymore for your highest and greatest good. And you're doing that with love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure, and prosperity and abundance, or with prosperity and abundance as well. So healing the earth, love, humility and respect. And of course this bigger picture is like if we are like fixing ourselves or sorting ourselves out and connecting and discovering with ourselves, you know, we are more able to like be more in love with ourselves and be more have more humility and respect for not only for ourselves but for others as well. in the earth, you know, in the environment. The angel gate, number 9. So the relics of Lemuria, energy, number 5, and healing is number 20. And then we have number 9, the angel gate. So the angel gate on this card is cleansing, protection, and blessing. So along the way, there is all that is happening for you as you're releasing. And meditation, number 26. So peace, relief, and sanctuary. Now, meditation is, for me, you know, one of the greatest tools that we have that is, you know, that we can utilize as we're moving, whether we're processing anything or not. You know, it's not, don't wait until there's something not right or we feel like we have to, you know, meditate. So, you know, this is about a want to, and, you know, and it's a maintaining or maintenance sort of thing, to keep, you know, ourselves on track, and, you know, with whatever it is going on in our mind, body, spirit, and our soul, on saying that. So do meditate, because it does help bring about peace, relief, and it's a little bit of a sanctuary, a time for ourselves to regroup, to group or regroup, and then but also to group with ourselves. Bring ourselves, center and focus ourselves on what it is that we do want to be doing, and, you know, rather than what we don't want to be doing. So it's looking and here a good time to heal. So meditation doesn't necessarily mean that we're sitting down and meditating for ages. It could be going for a wee walk, not having to go for hours, but if it's hours for you, that's fine. But just, it could be exercise that does it for you. But on saying that, it really is it is good to actually just stop and be still at times, and it could be for 5-10 minutes, it could be for an hour, it could be for half an hour, whatever it is, but stop and still yourself so you can feel your energy a lot differently or a lot better, and whichever word you choose to use. So anyway, that's the messages from, you know, the higher source energies that I work with, and some of them are the Lemurians. I love this deck. So, and a lot of the when they talk about the hidden worlds, the, you know, that which we don't see, some of us do see that, like the fairy folk and that sort of thing, or we sense them around. So it's about getting in touch with ourselves and with nature, and those other aspects that of us on a soul level from different, you know, dimensions and lifetimes. So, and you may be feeling that energy heightening a little bit more or a lot more, depending on where you are with that. Anyway, I'm going to leave that for now. So this is, like I say, this is for the next couple of weeks, and today is Wednesday, the 21st of July, okay, and it is in 2021. So, and this will take you, and like I say, I'll come back next week and do the August ones going into August 2021. Anyway, lots of love and peace.